The representative is not there, so I will now proceed and give the floor for a joint statement by Brunei Breath International.
Thank you, Mr. President. We thank the Special Rapporteur for his work against racism and address two areas of his report. Dr. Dean, in Addendum 1, you mentioned Libya's treatment of ethnic minorities. In Addenda 3 and 4, you envision a multicultural society based on two principles: respect for historical truth and non-discrimination against minorities. As a victim of Libyan discrimination, I agree. Only with historical truth can we build a better future. Today, I wear my traditional ethnic dress to celebrate my heritage, but also to mourn its destruction. 1 million Jews lived in the Middle East at the turn of the century. Today, less than 5,000 remain. The plight has been ignored by the international community. Their story is my story. In 1948, there were 36,000 Jews living in Libya. Today, there are none. Mafdal had. During the 1967 war between Israel and her Arab neighbors, mobs took to the streets and shouted, "Adbah al-Yahud," slaughter the Jews. They burnt my father's warehouse and came to burn my home. An honorable Muslim neighbor stopped them and saved our lives. The government ordered the expulsion of all Jews from Libya, where my family had lived for hundreds of years. They confiscated our homes and all of our assets. We are given this one-way travel document, never to return. My family was put on a bus to the airport. The bus driver got out and tried to burn the bus. We were rescued from death by two Christian men. I come here today bearing no hatred, only this historical truth. 1, Jews have been an indigenous people of the Middle East for over 2,500 years. 2, on the basis of race and religion, Arab regimes subjected Jews to arbitrary arrest, confiscation of property, and expulsions. This is fully documented in this report by Justice for Jews from the Arab countries. Dr. Dean, your report envisions a future of tolerance and equality. Applying the principles you set forth, we trust you will examine the actions of Libya and other Middle Eastern countries that forced out their Jewish minorities. Like in South Africa, only the acknowledgement of truth and history will lead to reconciliation. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank you for your statement. I now give the floor to a representative of the Organization for Defending Victims of Violence.
Mr. President, I speak on behalf of Organization for Defending Victims of Violence. According to the Resolution 60/241, which established Human Rights Council, peace and security, development and human rights are the pillars of the United Nations system, interlinked and mutually interfacing and form a foundation for collective security and well-being. In our view, respect for human rights of all and protection of the rights of the persons belonging to nation, ethnic, religion, and linguistic minorities constitutes a firm basis for these three pillars, and also peaceful coexistence, dialogue, mutual understanding, and tolerance among the society and international community. Today, one of the significant manifestations of racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance is Islamophobia. In this regard, adoption of